It is major news for TTC riders who have been waiting years for cell service underground. Rogers has announced it will bring full 5G services to the entire system, but it will take 2 years. And questions remain about how customers of other carriers will access the network.
I mean, it's safer, right? So in case anything happens, like there's someone that I could call.
I think it would be really helpful, just in case of you want to report some emergency.
Public pressure has been mounting. The lack of cell service inside the TTC's tunnel system has become more than just an inconvenience. It's now a major safety concern.
A lot of things have been happening on the subway recently, and it'd be nice to be able to get to a more faster emergency response.
Rogers has entered into an agreement to acquire BAI Communications Canada, the company that has operated the network for the TTC since 2012. Freedom Mobile was the only carrier to opt into the network. That only covered about 25% of the tunnel system. Rogers says upgrades are needed to expand and modernize the current 3G and 4G network.
It's old technology, and it doesn't have the capacity for data. And using this existing network, it's going to be extremely slow or crashing and inefficient.
In a statement, Rogers says with this acquisition, Rogers will now be able to undertake the investments required to build a comprehensive and reliable 5G network to the entire TTC subway system. That includes access to 911 services across the network.
It's an important step in the right direction. It's something that's been long overdue.
But questions remain about access for customers of other carriers.
That's the key, that it's not just one telco, but that customers of all of the different providers gain access and can make emergency calls and have access to the network when they're in the subway.
In a statement, Bell says the TTC is just replacing one gatekeeper with another. The city needs to show some leadership and mandate immediate access for all carriers so that all TTC customers can be served by the carrier of their choice right away.
Typically, if you're piggybacking off another network, you have to pay money to play. So that could always be a sticking point.
Rogers tells us they're planning to initiate discussions with other providers to participate.
Having access to your mobile device and being able to make emergency calls is critical. 2 years is a long time. And if there's any way to accelerate that, that should be the priority right now.
These violent crimes, when they happen, people's lives are incredibly changed for the worse.
Rogers says the reason it will take 2 years to complete the network is because of the limited overnight construction windows to complete installations. They are working with the TTC on a phased deployment plan. Rogers is the parent company of CityNews. For CityNews, I'm Tina Yazdani.